Bear down, everybody. It's your main man, Anthony Spice Adams, coming to you live from my studio, here to introduce to you my new weekly show called In the Trenches. I'm not talking about quarterbacks. I'm not talking about offense. I'm not talking about defensive backs. Strictly defensive line only. So without further ado, let's get it going. All right. First game was Philly. We came out on fire. Now they're a high up tempo offense, so everything is happening fast. Everything is quick. So I'm like, this is a great test. We get out there, we get a lot of pressure, we make a lot of stops. Tackle for loss on LaShawn McCoy. I'm like, we are in there. I seen Stephen Pyatt, he put the center on skates with this one move that he did. I saw Jeremiah Ratliff do a move on Evan Mathis. Evan Mathis is ranked number 88 out of the top 100 of last year's NFL. He did a move on him, like, froze him. Froze him, went outside, and got a holding penalty on him.
And then you had Lamar Houston, Willie Young, Trevor Scott. They all had good games.
What was even more impressive was that Jared Allen didn't even play that game.
But that's because he's the Rambo of the NFL.
I got real excited after the Philadelphia Eagles game, but then I got to realize it's just preseason though. Came out against Jacksonville. I'm excited because we just thumped a mud hole in the Eagles, and they came out with this high up tempo offense and no huddle. So when Jacksonville came out with no huddle, I'm like, we just seen this last week. We're gonna stuff a mud hole in these guys. But then I had to realize it's just preseason though. Jacksonville came out, 9 plays, they went down the field. Then they kicked a field goal, 3 points. I'm like, okay, we held them 3 points. And then they kicked another field goal. They only got 6 points. They threw a touchdown to Marquise Lee. Man, these guys just put up 13 points on us. Then I had to realize it's preseason though. We didn't have a good outing against Jacksonville Jaguars. Usually some of the ones play the first half. So I was a little upset about that. But then I was like, okay, we'll have a better outing against Seattle. Let's not even talk about Seattle. Let's not even do it. Let's not even do it.
You know what? Let's talk about Seattle.
So they came out against Seattle. They had a chance to get a 3-and-out. But Russell Wilson ended up throwing the pass to Jermaine Kearse, and he ended up getting the first down. I'm not going to trip. 7 plays later, boom, touchdown, Marshawn Lynch. Oh, Skittles, beast mode, touchdown on our first team defense. All right, whatever. Oh, touchdown, Russell Wilson, 7 yards. And we're going to have to get off the sticks. If we were on Xbox or PlayStation or Nintendo 64 or Wii, whatever game, whatever console you want to think of, so you're on Madden 21-0, you got to get off the sticks. In the second quarter, touchdown Jermaine Kearse. Touchdown Russell Wilson throws a pass to Christian Michael. You know what? But it's preseason now. So this game is not even going to count. So I shouldn't even trip. Ultimately, I think our defensive line is going to have a great year. I really do. Lamar Houston came over from the Oakland Raiders. I think he's going to have a big year this year. He's trained with one of the best defensive ends in the game, in Tamba Hali. He went out to California and did some Brazilian jiu-jitsu with him and one of the Grassi brothers. So I think that's going to help him when he's here with Stephen Pyatt. Stephen Pyatt, this is his contract year. So he's going to be very hungry. So I was excited to see him make plays in Philadelphia, as well as just a little bit of plays that he made with Jacksonville. I'm really excited about Jeremiah Ratliff returning back to Pro Bowl form. He's a great run stopper, but he's also good at getting to the quarterback. You got Jared Allen. Jared Allen has 128.5 sacks, and he's a sack machine. I think the lowest sack total he's had since he's been in the league has been like 7.5 sacks, and that's pretty good for the average defensive end. But he's not an average defensive end. Willie Young, backing up Lamar Houston. When we played against Detroit, I didn't like the guy. He'd be all in your face like, yeah, look at that play I just made. And I'm like, man, we got to stop this guy. I don't like this guy. But now that he's with the Bears, I like this guy. The guy has a motor. I mean, he hustles, and he never gives up on the play. And we're definitely going to need that when we rotate guys in and out. You don't want to have a drop in your production when the second-string guys get on the field, but this guy can play. Our rookies, of course, Ego Ferguson and Will Sutton, these guys really got to separate the offensive lineman, shed, get off the block. Right now, they're catching a little bit, but every rookie is going to do that when you come into the league. With practice reps and gaining confidence in practice, I think by the time they hit that field, they're going to be okay. And I've seen a lot of great hustle plays out of Ego Ferguson as well as Will Sutton. So that really has me excited to see what these young guys are going to do. And then you got Trevor Scott. He's a fast guy and he's a smart guy. And I like the fact that he was able to get a little pressure against the Eagles and also get a couple sacks too. So I'm excited to see what this whole front can do, and I can't wait. Bear it out in the trenches.